Okay, since this has been a kind of confusing topic, I decided that no cards would probably be the most simple way for me to explain what's going on with the CPI. So to start off, we had to get our 8 items over here to make up our market basket for the years 2013, 2014, and 2015. And I took this right here is the average price of that item in the month of September. So my item consists of white bread, ground beef, red apples, navel oranges, bananas, tomatoes, orange juice, and coffee. And at the bottom, that's my cost of my CPI basket for that year. What that is, that's all of those added up, multiplied by 1 because that's the quantity. That number could be different, but for the sake of it was just 1. So that added up to give me a overall cost of my CPI basket was $17.38, like the average price. 18,428 and then 18,245. And then to calculate the CPI, what you have to do, CPI for 2013, that's my base year. You take that total value and divide it by the base year, which because that 2013 is the base year, you're going to divide it by itself and multiply it by 100. So 17.378 over 17.378 equals 1 times 100 equals 100, and that's where you got 100. That is your CPI for your base year. CPI for 2014 equals 8.428, which again was that number right there from all of those added up. And over 17.378, which is again the base year, so that number right there, and then multiplied by 100 equals 106.04. And then for 2015, do the same thing. I used that number right there, which I added all of those up. Again, don't forget you're multiplying by a quantity of 1 on the side, which got me 18.245 over 17.378 times 100 equals 104.99. I'll bring this up later, but there was a decrease in that number, from that number to that number, there was a decrease, which will end up representing inflation. So coming down here, or deflation, sorry. Coming down here, we go to calculate the inflation rate from 2013 to 2014, which is 106.04 minus 100 over 100. So basically what you're doing right there is the CPI in the current year minus the CPI in previous year over the CPI in the previous year times 100. And what that gave us was 6.04%. So there was an inflation rate of 6.04%. And then down here, the inflation rate from 2014 to 2015, you do the same thing, 104.99 minus 106.04 over 106.04 times 100, which gave me negative 0.99%, which means there's a deflation. Just because if the inflation rate is negative, the CPI is falling and we have a deflation. And then to kind of just readdress the CPI in case you were a little confused on that. Also, the CPI really is just the cost of the CPI basket at the current period prices over the cost of the CPI basket at the base period prices times 100. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for paying attention.